When you know what you want to eat, but you can't find it anywhere in Wichita Falls, what do? You do what Preston Giles did and you open up Mr. P's Eatery, down home cooking at righteous prices. Inside Mr. P's is like one big happy family, a family restaurant, down home cooking. Tell me, where'd you get your start, Preston?
Well, I started with my mom. And she used to cook greens, and everybody in the neighborhood, all around the city, they wanted her to cook them.
Yes, sir.
And when I got here, wasn't anyone cooking greens the way I thought they should be cooked. So it led to me opening up this restaurant. And what other little things that I learned from her, we incorporated it right here. And I'm hoping that you enjoy it, and hope other people at Wichita Falls will enjoy it.
Well, clearly you use what I would call delicious spice in here, because these are delicious greens. You put a lot of love into this, don't you?
Yes, a lot of love.
Yes, sir. And we got the greens, and I love greens, I'm telling you. If you're a fan of collard greens, Mr. P's is where it's at, because these are 3-bite worthy, baby.
And I've heard I heard people say they're the best around here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're hard to find, and even if they weren't hard to find, Mr. P's is where it's at, because those are good. Liver and onions. We got to dig into this. Tell me what I'm getting into here.
Oh, I'm a little liver and onion.
Yes, sir.
With a little gravy on it.
Yeah, buddy. We're looking good. Get in there and rip it off. That's what happens when you under utensil. You just get it in with your fingers and pull it out. Yeah, buddy.
That's part of it.
And on the menu every day.
Yes, on the menu every day.
Fantastic. Now this burrito, I've had my eye on this. That man over there, he's had his eye on it. I better dig in before he comes and steals it from me. Tell me about the old burrito here.
Well, that's a burrito. I don't think too many people around town is producing. That's a truck beef roast. And most people, they use sirloin. That's truck roast. And it's probably the most tender.
Yeah. And what it looked like and what it tastes like, it's like a Philly cheesesteak in a burrito.
Yeah.
That's so good. You grill the outside, you get a little bit of that crispy on the tortilla there. And it's like a Philly cheesesteak burrito.
You get rid of the doughy taste.
And like we said earlier, you opened Mr. P's because at Mr. P's, you wanted to serve something that you wanted to eat, that you couldn't find anywhere else.
Right.
And you brought it here to Mr. P's.
Yeah.
That's where you get the burritos. That's where you get this meatloaf and the yams and the collard greens. The potato salad is fantastic. I'm gonna get another bite and just prove it. Take my word for it. So good. And where else can you get liver and onions, the meatloaf? You can come in here and get you just a sub, a burger. You got just about everything. And also up here you got some homemade pies.
Yes, we have some Patty LaBelle pie.
The sweet potato pie, yes sir.
And some sweet potato pie.
Yes sir. Hey, Mr. P is where it's at. They got the sides that you can't find anywhere else. It's down home cooking. It's all delicious. Come get you a big old slice of pie. And just come give Mr. P's a try because, like you said, you put a lot of love into this.
A lot of love into it.
Yes sir. And it's all so good here at Mr. P's.